And now for his response, ladies and gentlemen, the 2013 TOFIL awardee in the field of government and public service, Secretary Rogelio L. Singson.
Thank you very much. His Excellency President Benigno S. Aquino III, Secretary Sani Coloma, JCI Senate National President Mr. Hermin Arceo, Insular Life Chairman and CEO Mr. Vicente Ailion, JCI Senator John Enerio, and other JCI Senate officials, to my fellow awardees, friends, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Allow me to take this opportunity to thank JCI Senate Philippines and Insular Life for this TOFIL award, which means so much to me, my family, and my friends, and especially to the DPWH family. Considering the many turbulent waters that I have to go through while on this job in the past, especially early in January, which even made me consider not to accept this award. Anyway, thank you to JCI Senate Philippines and to Insular Life. I would also like to dedicate this award to my father, the late engineer Atanasio S. Singson, who himself was the DPWH district engineer at one time in his life, and who showed us, his children, what a good and dedicated public servant is about in his simple and humble ways. I would also like to thank my wife, Bingay, and my children and my siblings who are here for supporting my decision to be in government service again, which meant the loss of privacy and family time because of the demands of my work as the DPWH Secretary. Many of my siblings are also recipients of complaints and suggestions from their circle of friends on work of DPWH around the country, from collecting compensation for right-of-way taken by government many years ago to potholes and repairs and roads needing repairs to as close as traffic the night before. Anyway, please don't get me wrong. I do appreciate feedback. At least people are much more involved. And I really don't mind receiving constructive criticism, especially with good suggestions. Allow me also to thank the leaders and members of the Covenant Catholic community where I belong, the Ang Ligaya ng Panginoon community, with some leaders I invited today because they are very much responsible and the reason why I accepted the position of DPWH Secretary. The leaders here present, led by our senior coordinator, Attorney Spanky Meer, and the other senior leaders were all attending, including myself, a leaders' retreat sometime last May 2010 on heroic leadership, when the offer was made to make myself open to the position of DPWH, which eventually, after prayers and discernment from all of us, led me to give up my comfort zone in the private sector and go into the deep, to be a disciple on mission in the workplace. I thank them most especially for their continuing support and prayers as I continue to take on the challenges and even brave turbulent waters, knowing that I am doing my work in DPWH for love of God and love of country. Thank you to my brothers and sisters in Ligaya ng Panginoon. I also would like to thank my colleagues from the Department of Public Works and Highways and the members of my management committee who made it here today, because they helped in pursuing the Daang Matuwid direction of President Aquino and who continue to support our good governance and anti-corruption reform program. This recognition is not just mine, but for the whole DPWH, who share our vision of a new DPWH image and giving our people good and honest public service. We can assure everyone and the general public that we will continue to work more deliberately and passionately so that government funds given to DPWH will go to the right projects at the right cost, right quality, and done right on time by the right people. Finally, and most compelling and more importantly, I would like to thank my boss, President Noynoy Aquino, for the opportunity given to me to be of service to the country as DPWH Secretary. I especially thank him for the trust and confidence and his continuing support for the programs and reforms, and even his guidance on good governance and anti-corruption in line with his policy of Daang Matuwid. I consider it a great honor being a member of your cabinet, and from the bottom of my heart, Ginoong Pangulo, maraming salamat po. Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat.
Thank you very much, Secretary Singson.